Today on Video Knowledge, Socialism on Healthcare.
I believe, many people in my own state believe, that healthcare is a right, R-I-G-H-T, regardless of income, that every American has the right to the best quality healthcare that the system can offer regardless of income, that if you're a low-income kid, you're a wealthy kid, you have the same opportunity to access the healthcare system. Do you believe that?
With regard to the idea of whether or not you have a right to a health care, you have to realize what that implies. It's not an abstraction. I'm a physician. That means you have a right to come to my house and conscript me. It means you believe in slavery. It means that you're going to enslave not only me, but the janitor at my hospital, the person who cleans my office, the assistants who work in my office, the nurses. If you have a right to their services, basically, once you imply a belief in a right to someone's services, do you have a right to plumbing? Do you have a right to water? Do you have a right to food? You're basically saying that you believe in slavery. You're saying you believe in taking and extracting from another person. Our founding documents were very clear about this. You have a right to pursue happiness, but there's no guarantee of physical comfort. There's no guarantee of concrete items. In order to give something concrete or someone's service, you got to take it from someone. So there's an implied threat of force. If I'm a physician in your community and you say you have a right to health care, do you have a right to beat down my door with the police, escort me away, and force me to take care of you? That's ultimately what the right to free health care would be. If you believe in a right to health care, you're believing in basically the use of force to conscript someone to do your bidding.
First of all, there's this huge difference between socialism and democratic socialism. Democratic socialism, and really what that boils down to me, is the basic belief that I believe that in a moral and wealthy America, in a moral and modern America, no person should be too poor to live in this country.
If only we had an example of a rich country that embraced socialism to see how it worked out for them. I know. Let's use Venezuela. Venezuela is rich in oil, coffee, and coca. Industries include petroleum, construction materials, food processing, iron ore, mining, steel, aluminum, motor vehicle assembly, real estate, and tourism. The estimated population is around 32 million. Since the discovery of oil in the early 20th century, Venezuela has been one of the world's leading exporters of oil. Also, it is a founding member of OPEC. This is hospitals under socialism. With Venezuela's national universal healthcare system, it has been reported that many of the clinics were closed as of December 2014. It has been estimated that 80% of all the National Social Welfare Program facilities established under Hugo Chavez have been abandoned. Just for fun, I thought I'd remind everyone what the grocery stores look like under socialism. Empty shelves, little to no food choices, and with inflation at around 46,000%, nothing is affordable anyway.
The left versus the right.
Right.
Now, the economy is going pretty strong, right? There's roughly 4% unemployment, 3.9% unemployment. Do you think that capitalism has failed to deliver for working class Americans, or is no longer the best vehicle for working class Americans?
Well, I think the numbers that you just talked about is part of the problem, right? Because we look at these figures and we say, oh, unemployment is low, everything is fine, right? Well, unemployment is low because everyone has 2 jobs. I also think that what people are starting to see, at least in the occupation of Palestine, is just an increasing crisis of humanitarian condition.
You use the term the occupation of Palestine.
I think what I meant is like the settlements, places where Palestinians are experiencing difficulty.
Do you think you can expand on that?
I am not the expert on geopolitics on this issue.
I'm not crazy or uneducated. I have a degree in international relations and economics from Boston University. I am the future of the Democratic Party. Future. Certified. Okay, I know, I'm making fun of this young lady, but come on. Politics has gotten so crazy now. If we can't laugh and have some fun once in a while, what's the point? Speaking of crazy, Have you seen the 2005 movie Idiocracy? I'm not suggesting it's a great movie, but it does have one good quality. The people over at IMDb have rated it a 6.6 out of 10, and over at Rotten Tomatoes they have rated it with a 76%. Basically, it's a movie about an average Joe in 2006 who participates in a secret military experiment where he goes into hibernation. In the year of 2505, he wakes up to discover that the people of America have been so dumbed down, he is now the smartest man in America. I'm not going to ruin the ending for you, but if you watched it today, you would kind of think the creator of the film, Mike Judge, was a future political prophet. I think it's great that we are getting everyday people running for office now. It is about time we remove those old lawyers whose butts have grown roots in D.C. for far too long. If we can't get them to change the laws on term limits, then I am all in favor to vote them out and get some new blood in there. Hopefully we can encourage them to change the law. But do we really expect the American taxpayers to pay Ocasio-Cortez $174,000 a year? 7 years after graduating from college, she is still a bartender, and now the people of the Bronx wants her to sit in Congress with her crazy ideas and her lack of basic knowledge. Before she was a bartender, she was a failed community organizer. The American people already had to put up with one of those, and how did that turn out for everyone? Both parties are out of control now. Let's vote some American-loving, common-sense, intelligent people into Washington to continue to make America strong and prosperous for everybody. We've had it with both of you. Get off the grass! If you haven't seen the video on Ms. Cortez, you can click here to view it. Thank you.